Hey everybody, it's Vicky from the RPG Alliance Con. Yesterday was a super exciting day, October 25th, because on Mutants Mastermind Monday's stream, they announced their special events they're going to be doing with the RPG Alliance Con, which is the creators of that work on Mutants Mastermind on their Patreon and on the Books for Green Ronin are going to be doing a special version of their normal panel on the Sunday of our con, November 21st. And then Alex, you can see Alex right here, one of the creators, will be running a very exclusive special one-shot for their patron supporters. And they're going to be streaming it live from the con and from our Gather Town space. Should probably bring our Gather Town space up too. Doodle-doo. So we're pretty excited about that, and we're so excited. Last night, I was being a comic book fan from way back, especially from the 70s and 80s, especially X-Men and Alpha Flight. And we are a Canadian-based con, and so it's pretty exciting, actually, for me. I've always been a lurker on Mutants Masterminds. I haven't actually gotten into it that much, just because, well, there's so much else. You know, there's a lot of things to do with the convention, and now this has really pegged my interest. And with COVID, I'm exploring more different systems. So what this video is going to be about, we're going to look at their new VTT release on Roll20 in the marketplace, and take a look at it, and we're going to go ahead and purchase the new bundle. Sorry, I just woke up at 6:50 in the morning, and I got to go to work soon. So this is going to be quick, dirty, no editing, with all the joys that go with that. So here I am on the Roll20 site. I've signed in as RPG Alliance. Going down to the new releases, you see Green Ronin's new Mutants Masterminds bundles. Now, there's two of them. Not quite sure what the difference is. Well, they look exactly the same. There's also, if you want to do some more standalone product, this particular one, Mutants Masterminds Destination Adventures Bike Club, is listed on its own. But let's just go into one of these quickly. Well, not real quickly. This is the whole point of the video, right? Gosh, I need a cup of tea. All right, so here we have Mutants Mastermind Fall Launch Bundle Free Condition Cards. So you can look at everything a little bit closer here on the views. Danger Zones Museum, Mutants Mastermind cards. And I won't go over any more. And again, Mutants Mastermind Destination Adventures Bike Club. In celebration of the Roll20 launch, they've paired the most popular supplements, including the Mutants Masterminds Conditions cards, here for free. And there we have more of a description of the three products. Dungeon Zones Museums. So museums, looks like it's an adventure with some colorful characters ready to come alive in your Mutants and Masterminds campaign. So that's pretty cool. We're going to get this and look right into it. And then the Bike Club is, the first rule of Bike Club is never to tell normies about Bike Club. That's pretty clever. Strange things are afoot at the Claremont Academy. I wonder if must be an ode to Chris Claremont, a longtime writer of the X-Men. That's also very, very cool. And then the condition cards that come free with the bundle. All right, so I'm going to go in here and quickly buy it. Now we're giving away 3 copies, one on our Facebook group, one on our Twitter, and one in our Discord server. And the question they have to answer is naming 2 Canadian superheroes made by creators that were born in the UK but raised Canadian. So yeah, so far we've got a couple of entries. I'm going to look at them today at lunch, on my lunch break, and figure out who the winners are and be sending them this wonderful bundle. And hopefully they get playing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and buy now. We're going to submit payment for myself. So also we're supporting Green Ronin because these are not donations by them. These are things that we're buying ourselves to support them. And that's one of the things RPG Alliance. Yes, we do ask for prize donations from anyone that wants to give them to us, but we also put back, like I've spent so far about $600 in getting gift cards and products for prizes. And we do try to give back to the creators in our communities and the local gaming stores in our communities. All right, so there you go. I've bought it. I own it. Hot diggity dog. And can only be used with Roll20. Cannot be downloaded. All access vault enabled. Junior players can export characters. Yeah, okay, got that because I have a pro account. And now I have to figure out how to put it into a game. Sometimes they have it here where you can just click the button and go, create a game with this content, right? Well, maybe I have to create it myself. Let's go over here. Let's sign it. Go to my game page. Yeah. Let's go to games. Let's create a game. And let's see. There it is there. Awesome. Optional. Choose a module. So these are actually independent modules. So let's do one with Danger at the Museum. And that's great because when you click on it, that's cool. It gives you the author, a little bit of the history or the story hooks, gives you Mutants and Masterminds 3E official character sheet. Hey, that's a pretty beautiful looking character sheet. It's so comic book like, which makes sense, but it's awesome to see. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I tell you, that's one thing with Roll20. You got to have a decent and functional character sheet. So let's go ahead and put this in here for my tag. M Danger Zones. Museum, so I know what I am playing. I'm ready to create a game. Great, it auto-populates with the picture in there already, so that's fantastic. And let's just launch it. Let's do another one. Let's do another game. Roll20, because I want to see what the other module has in it. Let's create a game. Let's do it for the second one, the Bike Club. Again, gives you a little summary of the adventure. Automatically ties into 3E Mutants Mastermind character sheet, so that's pretty cool. And let's just type in the name here, Mutants and Masterminds Bike Club. And ready to create a game. We'll create that one as well. And pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna pull this over so my Roll20 stuff is together. I hope I don't get any bad back feed on the recording, but let's quickly go to my sound settings and turn off Roll20 stuff. So just so we don't get any feedback. And let's do the same for Bike Club once it launches. So while that's launching, let's look at Danger Zones, the museum. There we go. And let's make sure you guys can see it on my screen. Yeah, good. Still, again, part of doing these little videos is just for me to learn how to stream to Facebook better well before the convention, so that when we're doing interviews and panels, I have learned something, right? So we're on the launch page. That's cool. Looking at the page flowchart up top, looks like we have a ground floor map, a second map, a basement, and tokens. So let's quickly go at the tokens. I always am interested about tokens. Let's zoom in on the tokens, see what we got here. We've got tokens, danger zone tokens. We've got bystander, scientist, reporter, mummy, poltergeist, police officer, Dr. Melanie Stone, and a security guard. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go into the basement. Oh, and it's an actual map. Oh, I could probably use this for other stuff too. Let's see if it cleans up a little bit or is a bit pixelated. Sometimes it takes a while for these things to load up and get a clearer picture. This is kind of blurry for me, and it should have loaded up by now. So let's zoom in. It is a bit blurry. So I would just maybe go back to the folks there and say, hey, can you get us a better copy that's not so pixelated when you zoom in? This one's better, not as pixelated. It's a cool little map. You can see the dinosaur display right there. Looks like a stuffed owl or something, or bear, stuffed bear. Museum back rooms. Again, just like a high definition picture so that when you're zooming in, as people are going through stuff, right? It's not so blurry. And again, maybe that's me, maybe that's my age, but I don't like blurry. I'm old enough. I have to get tested when I get my driver's license. It kind of sucks. All right, this is the second floor of the museum. Got some statues, some laboratory or curator rooms. The back room's a cannon. Looks like a meeting room maybe. Again, and then some display exhibit rooms. Again, it's a little blurry. Now, let's look at what we get for character sheets. Let's go table of contents. Danger zones, how to use this product, making the zone your own. Security, the museum, the cast. Capers. Handouts. And credit license notes. Okay, what about the cast? Let's take a look at what bystander is. Character sheet bystander. So it's an NPC, and then you have just the basic NPC stuff. Let's just roll something for fun. Do strength check. Now that's cool. Oh, I like that little graphic there. Bystander, strength 13. Okay, neat. All right, so it uses a 1d20. Let's look at another one. Scientist. The GM notes just says scientist. And character sheet. Let's do awe. And there we go. I do like the little chat box roll image that they put in there. It's pretty cool. Again, it gives you the sense of a comic book, which is awesome. Dr. Melanie Stone, she got. Again, she's an NPC, and she has some basic stats there. Okay, cool. Dodge, parry, fortitude, toughness, and will, strength, stamina, agility, dexterity, FGT, intelligence, awe, and something else. So again, I'm coming from the standpoint of someone who hasn't gone through any of the system at all. All right. So let's look more at how to use this product. Danger zones, combination of urban locations, overview, security structures. Okay. Making the zone your own. Okay, how to really bring it into your own campaign. Urban features, cafe, crane, street lamp. Oh, that's interesting. That makes sense because you're dealing with people with superpowers. So if you throw someone against a street lamp, it may crumble at the impact and cause some other mishaps to happen in the context of the street combat, right? So that's cool. The museum discusses the museum security. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And we've got the cast. What else? Capers. What is capers? Ghosts of the past. So these are the adventures. It's cool. Ghosts of the past. The upside of a haunted exhibit is that ghosts draw visitors. The downside is the haunting never stops. After reports of extreme after-hour vandalism or works going missing, the heroes investigate. The popular ghost ship attraction featuring the personal effects of legendary pirate Captain Blood is vandalized almost nightly. The ghost of Captain Blood may haunt the museum's halls, or there may be more earthly explanation for the nightly visitation. So that's great. So you've got at least 3 adventures or story hooks. And then let's see what the handouts are. It's handouts list. A map for the GM that is all labeled. So that's kind of cool. That's good. That's very handy. Bridget's Fist. Special item. Brass with precious stones. That's cool. It's always good to have cool and interesting things. Credits and notes. Credits and license. Notes and update. So this is the most latest version. All right. Let's move on to the bike club. And again, let's turn off all my crap on Roll20 so I don't get any feedback. All right. Say I really like this piece of art. Vampires and superheroes. Gosh. So exciting. All right, let's take a look at the flowchart. We've got the landing page and we got tokens. Let's take a look at the tokens. There are some characters right there. Casanova, Chump, Toxin, Charlene, Glamvires, Mind Control Students, Amos, Franco, Guard Dogs, Crow Swarm, and Mutant Mantis and Dr. Shock. Wow. Cool. All right, very nice. Let's zoom in a little bit, take a look at them. Look at the artwork. I always find if you're going to be doing something like superheroes, artwork's really important. Let's go here and look at what we get for handouts. We got the table of contents, Fight Club, Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3, Scene 4, Scene 5. So this is pretty cool. It's a full adventure. Secret Origins. Students at the Claremont Academy are accustomed to strange happenings as their high school is a top secret private school for superpowered teens. Cool. It's X-Men, Xavier's Academy, flavor, which is very exciting if you're a fan of the X-Men like I am. Let's see. In this issue, I love anything that can go back to the comic book genre, right? Or trope that makes it feel like you're playing in a comic book. And that's what all of us fan kids who collected comic books were really, immersed in the story. And I think comic books and reading in general creates a lot and grooms a lot of a person's empathy, so you can experience what the characters are experiencing. So that's pretty cool. So let's see here. So we've got the scenes and what you can get into the scenes. Scene 1. L is for loser. Oh, look, we got some artwork there, which gives it a nice little flavor context and sets off the story hook. That's cool. Expertise gossip. Oh, look at there's a nice little chart for rolling gossip. Of course, it's high school. Why wouldn't there be gossip? Super bullies are still bullies. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's true. Calming things down. So some options for the game master and how to handle some of these social challenges. No fighting in the halls. role-playing certain characters, tips for the GM, and wrapping it up. Okay, cool. So each one of these seems to be like encapsulating. You could run this as a campaign and work through each scene per session. Looks like there's enough meat there that you could totally do that. Epilogue, rewards, continuing the adventure. Let's look at continuing the adventure. Let's see, continuing. There's several ways to potentially extend this adventure into a longer story story arc. That's pretty cool. Sister. So it gives you ideas of where to go after you're done this series of scenes. Let's look at the cast. They give you a nice little summary, all hot links, so you can quickly go to the cast. Let's look at, say, Toxin. Again, I do like the tokens with the art, and there's all her stat sheets. And it comes up with that nice little roll with the image in the chat, same as the other one, so that's cool. And let's just check someone else out. So Wolfman High. Check out Amos. Yeah, cool. Okay. Right, so nice functioning character sheets for your cast. Let's look at the big bad. I would imagine Dr. Shock. It looks like a big bad. A little bit of background on the big bad. What's the character sheet? Again, it's the NPC character sheet. Interesting. One thing we didn't do that we should do is create a character sheet. Roll20 automatically, I have my defaults here. I think it is the default. Puts in weird names. Let's just call it Uju. Save. And let's see what a character sheet is. Wow. See, this is really a nice looking character sheet. Again, gives you very much the comic book feel of it. Look at 10 cents. There's your name. Here you can build it with the attributes. Fortitude, toughness, will. So that would be something. That's a really nice looking character sheet. I really like it when they put that kind of effort into the art and the images. That looks so cool. Okay, so that's the character sheet stuff. Again, being a total noob, what would I need to run this? And I think when they were talking about having the Mutants and Mastermind basic hero book. So here we are on Green Ronin's online store, and you can get it as a PDF, and I imagine you can order it as a hard copy too from them. I myself do a lot of. Ooh, that's the Halloween stuff. I do a lot of drive-through RPG. And here's the Hero Handbook. So you want to make sure you have the 3rd edition. And there's the condition cards too. So actually, when you compare the price for the bundle for Roll20, it's $9.99 US dollars. It was like $12.70 Canadian for me. And yeah, so that's comparing some of the costs. You get the condition cards for free with the bundle, and the conditions cards here are $17.22 Canadian. So that's very interesting. So really $9.99 is a good value. And here you see they have their other danger zones: amusement park, aquarium, bridge, coffee shop, convention center, hotel, lighthouse. So it looks like the museum might be special and exclusive to Roll20, which is exciting, especially if you are a regular player of Mutants Mastermind. There you go. They have a lot of content for this system. And that's one thing when I listen to Mutants and Mastermind Mondays on Facebook stream. They also have a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel that they are always creating more content. And they're in part able to do that because of the Patreon. But I think what they were talking about was basically get the basic Heroes Handbook. And that should have all what you need to build a character. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else I need to cover, although it's 7:15 and I have to get ready and go to work. So yeah, here's their YouTube channel. Here's them talking about the Roll20 launch. Again, we're really excited to be partnering with them and bringing Mutants and Masterminds to our convention. Hopefully we can find a game master that would run it. That would be fantastic. So if anyone plays Mutants and Mastermind, runs a game, or would be willing to run a game for us, that this would be an awesome addition. Just really loving where Green Ronin is going with supporting virtual tabletop materials. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I have to say, I do like having maps. Maps are fun and groovy. See what else I need to talk about. That's probably it. So good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Holy smokes, time to go to work. Do check out Mutants and Masterminds on the Roll20 marketplace. It's a good deal. You get these 2 sets of adventures. You get the Mutants and Mastermind condition cards. And I know Green Ronin will be launching a lot more VTT initiatives in the coming months. So it's great to see them get more product out there so that those of us who like to play online and those of us who want to play with people from all over the world can do so. Have a good day, and we'll see you at the con. And that's, gosh, less than a month away. Take it easy, everybody.